I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I'm gonna do a little school. Yes, you're going back to school, but I promise this is gonna be super easy. You're gonna ace this. All right. Energy 101. My rendition. These are my techniques. This is what I've learned. Of course, you do you, boo. All right. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to identify different attachments, connections, and cords because I have seen and viewed them differently. For me, I view a cord, and this is why when people say cut the cord, I cringe a little bit because the cord to me is your silver cord. Your silver cord runs through your body from your crown. It connects directly to God the Father, down through your crown, through your main chakra, your major chakra system, all the way through your root, back to God the Mother. That's how you are connected to Source if you're aware as a being. And so that cord, actually, that silver cord, houses you as spirit. And when you go out and you astral travel, all of your chakras, major and minor, come together in an orb. And then that orb travels in that silver cord throughout the universe. And yes, you are a guide for somebody else. So anyway, that's how I view a cord. I would never cut a cord because cutting a cord, it'll kill somebody. And I have seen it actually. And it's really scary and it's not something I would recommend. So I don't really like cutting the cords, but cutting connections, yes, I totally agree with that because connections to me are smaller and you're actually connecting to other people. So you are exchanging energy between you and another person. So right now, think of somebody. Think of somebody that you love or you at least appreciate, accept. All right. I want you to think about them and I want you to feel them. And I want you to feel them in your body. And where are you connecting to them? Most of you are connecting in your heart. And see, once you start to be able to feel that, feel that connection within you, then take your fingers and feel where it is. See, I can feel it. It's right here. It's much smaller than a cord. It's a connection, though, because we're connecting and exchanging energy. Now, do I want to hold on to that energy? No, I want to give it back. It's not mine. So I give it back with love and light. And you guys should be doing this every day in your energy practice. For me, I do it every 15 minutes and I have it programmed into my energy field that is done for me every 15 minutes. That any connections that are made are cut, sent back to that person with love and light, and then my energy is pulled into a ball, sent up to Source, to the flame, healed, cleansed, and brought back to me. So my energy stays fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean. Anyway, sidebar. So those are connections, all right? And you shouldn't be walking around like a really octopusy weird thing. You should really be cutting all that stuff. And one of the methods that I use is through a blender, like an egg beater type thing. Just imagine myself in that and it's spinning, it's cutting those, sending them back with love and light. And then I bring my energy back into me and then I cleanse it. All right. So those are connections. The third thing is attachments. Now, attachments are connecting to a moment in time or an event. Usually they are traumatic, but not always, but in most cases they are traumatic. Something happens to you that's traumatic. You remember that moment like a car accident, right? Your mind fragments, you fragment and your part of you gets stuck there and you connect to that moment. And then you add a whole bunch of emotion to that. Fear, terror, anxiety, all kinds of different emotions. And if you don't heal that, if you don't clear that energy out, then more experiences like that happen to you and you just add to it, more experiences, more moments in time, more emotion, more experience, and then it becomes this long snake of Polaroids of moments in time glued together with the emotion. And they start to solidify and become sickness. This is why people are sick, because they don't go back into those moments and heal them. And this is super important, at least from my perspective, to understand these things because they require different healing, right? Healing between you and another person is different between you and a moment in time. So it's important to understand the differences, at least from my perspective. Of course, you do you. The differences between the three types of connectings. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is blessing your food, because that's what I do. So I don't get all stymied or weird about eating different foods. And I know people, will add, oh, it's a bunch of toxins. Oh, it's really fearful. Oh, da 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 da. You shouldn't eat that. You'll get fat. Well, what you just did is you just projected energy into that food, and you will get back exactly what you just put into it. So for me, another program that I run is anything that I eat is guilt-free. Anything that I drink is guilt-free. I give my body what it needs from that particular substance. I bless it and I remove anything that's not good for my body, toxins, impurities, GMOs, whatever it may be, and then I absorb it. Alcohol. Like, I'll have some wine, I'll go out, I'll go drink, and then the next day or when I get home, I just pull the alcohol out of my body and I wake up feeling just fine. The other thing is when it comes to energy, if you immediately shift, into a different mode or you're feeling different all of a sudden, that's probably not your energy. And you need to send that back. You need to find it and send it back. Ask yourself, where is this? Whose is this? Give it back. And then make sure that you are always asking for divine protection. Because even for me today, as I've been giving stuff back to people, as I've been cutting the connections, and as I've been clearing out for me, it's betrayal. Being stabbed in the back is a big one I'm dealing with right now. Not as a Rebecca level, but yes, it did happen as Rebecca, but as the greater me, the bigger me, she is dealing with this and it hurts. But I'm going into it and I'm healing it because I know that I'm going to come out better on the other side. And as I'm doing this and as I'm giving this stuff back to people, the attacks, I can feel them, are ramping up big time. So I've asked for divine protection. I've asked for my angels, my guides, my helpers, God coming in to help me get this energy out of my energy field. I don't want anything to do with it. So call in your divine protection. And if it gets dangerous, especially when dealing with these narcissists, these sociopaths, these kind of sick people, just be prepared. You start pulling your energy back from them, they're going to start getting a little cray-cray. So make sure that you call in God. You call in God, not Jesus. You call in God, the big dude, the big energy, if you get into a position where you're in trouble. I've seen miracles happen that way. All right. Class over. Energy 101. Loving you. Have a great day.